Yo, what's good? What's good? What up? What up? It is 2 p.m. EST, which means we are here on YouTube. We are here. We should be good on sound. But I'll give it some time for everybody to come in. Today's been ugly, man. Today has been ugly. What's good, Nikki? Still trying to get used to seeing the snipers in the chat. Yeah, eventually we'll get the silver one and the blue, and then eventually gold. Eventually gold. We good on sound? I had to go to Spotify for the music because I keep playing YouTube music and they keep flagging me for copyright. I'm like, I don't get it. So you got people out here making copyright-free music, right? That's what they put in the title. But then you use that music and then you get copyright flagged. So why does YouTube allow that? You know what I mean? It's almost like it's like a scam. It's like a backdoor thing, you know, like, oh, we'll you know, make a non-copyrighted music, you know, for streamers, but then we'll secretly go and copyright the music, so when they play it in their streams, you know, we'll get the monetization for it. Like they're trying to capitalize on a bunch of streamers not knowing that it's actually copyrighted, you know, like how is that even fair? Now YouTube allows me to mute like that certain segment. I'm like, so we got a 2-hour video and you copyrighted like 7 minutes of the stream, and now the whole thing isn't monetized because of those 7 minutes. Retarded. So I'm on Spotify. They're saying that it's copyright free EDM music for Twitch and YouTube. So if this gets flagged, bro, I'm done with music. We're gonna not have music anymore because this is getting ridiculous. Lasagna and salad. Thinking of having some ice cream. Ice cream, oh man, that does sound good. That does sound good. So, but as mentioned, you know, today's been sloppy. Okay, and as per usual, guys, trading with real money involves risk. Don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. This is not financial advice. You've got the disclaimer at the top. Anyway, you know, make sure you read that. Okay, my Telegram's popping off right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but today's been Chop Nation. There's been some decent moves, of course, but nothing that I really caught. I did talk about 4,010 for the S&P. So on a 1 minute and 5 minute, that's kind of what that looks like. I'm fairly confident that we're probably not going to trade up there today. You know, we got the move yesterday and we could do that again today, but you know how the market is, man. Just because you did it yesterday doesn't mean that you'd be able to do it again today, you know? So what we'll do is we'll just keep that up there. But I mean, we could get there today, but I don't know. We would need to see some evidence down in this area if we're really going to do something like that. I mean, we'd have to turn it around pretty aggressively. And right now I'm not getting that vibe. You know what I mean? I'm not getting that vibe. We could have 15-minute. Or even the 1 hour. I mean, this doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. All this is choppy. You know, there's no like imbalance or anything. Except on the daily. So the daily closes for TradingView is very, I don't know, it's interesting because you had the close of Thursday and then the open of Friday, so you do have that gap right there, and it's fairly seen on the daily. But you go to a 1 hour and where is that? You know what I mean? Like, where is that? So, I mean, I guess we'll see. We'll see what we do here. If 4,010 is on the table for today, which again, I mean, that's, we'd have to fly up there because we are already an hour into the afternoon session. And we're 1 hour away from the last hour. Something like that. So, I mean, I'm looking at this, and for us to be able to get up there, we would have to, we'd have to really fly, you know what I mean? And I'm just not getting that vibe. So, what's good, Sebastian? What's going on? What's going on? The giveaway, just so you guys know, I'm gonna put out a video by the end of the week that explains the details, how we're gonna do that, and it's gonna be pretty awesome. So it's gonna be our first giveaway from 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. Now, I've had my channel for a long time. I've had my channel since 2015. And, you know, that's when I started teaching a little bit on YouTube, a little bit in 2016. I mean, I didn't really like get deep into it. I didn't really want to be a teacher like that. I didn't want to like grow my YouTube or anything. It was just kind of a casual thing. You know, so, and I had some fun with it and it was cool, but I didn't really, you know, try to grow the YouTube like that. So over a long period of time, I ended up getting like 35, 30, maybe 3,800 before this year. And then back in January, that's when we hopped back on here. I dropped a ton of videos for you guys. Like every day I was uploading stuff for like a week or two. It was every day, you know, and it was great. So there's like 60 videos now with the live streams and the recorded content and all that. So you guys have stuff to watch. So you'll never really be without content of mine. So I know that was a problem back in January. You know, we won't go into too many details, but, you know, some people did not have access to my work. So we had to hop on YouTube and do a couple things, and that's that. So we can look at Euro. Nah, I didn't really, I mean, I traded today, but I took a couple break evens. I mean, I took like a small loss on Dow. I took a small loss on Dow, and then another break even on Dow, and then a break even on the S&P. So it's like today was chopped, man. And the only reason that the Dow trade would have been really awesome, because I ended up playing this down candle here when we came up into that. And I figured we would run for that 830 low Like that was it. I'm like, okay, we'll come into that. There's like an imbalance here on small time frame. I think around 75 or 80 on the 1 minute. Like right here. I was like, okay, that's blessed right there. You know what I mean? Now, usually when I trade a mitigation like that with an imbalance, if you want like a stop loss that is unlikely to get hit, then my stop would have went at the high, right? At that current high from 917. Now we would have taken some severe drawdown, but I mean, price literally collapsed after 10:30. You know, through lunch we just dove, afternoon we just dove, and that would have been really, really awesome. But unfortunately, you know, price went my direction, and you know, I ended up going break even pretty quick. So the problem with that is, from my entry was here at 75, so like I wicked that entry right there initially, if you look at it. Okay, right inside that imbalance, right inside that 5 minute, and then we slammed down to, you know, 640s. I'm like, okay, you know, that to me is like a break even, and then bam, it came up, got me out. I'm like, all right, maybe I'm wrong then, because originally I wanted my stop up here, but that's a big ass stop. You know what I mean? That's a pretty fat stop. I didn't want to do that. So looking at it now in hindsight, it's like, well, was that a trading mistake? I don't think so. I think I mean, I made the decision to go break even. I thought that was going to be it. Plus we had some lows right here I thought we could go for, and I just didn't want to be susceptible to a loss on that. And up here was too wide of a stop. So I think I did the right thing, you know, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, this was the move I anticipated. It just wasn't a part of it. So, you know, it happens, man. It happens. But what we do the rest of the day, I honestly have no clue. I really don't. 4010 is pretty up there, and it's late in the day. You know what I mean? It's late in the day. Nice background music. What do you hear? So this is a I mean, I can just show you, pretty sure. This is the copyright free EDM music for Twitch and YouTube, and all my shit down here got deleted. I deleted it somehow, and I guess it's just playing the playlist in order. So I don't know, but that's what it looks like. And I got a bunch of other stuff too. Not safe for work, metal, hip hop, a bunch of other stuff. So I might share those lists with you guys one day if you want, if you like the music. One more announcement as well before we get to the memberships. Willow, welcome to the tier 2 membership. Nice to have you there. Look at that sniper next to your name, man. That looks sick. That looks sick. My man's got an NFT profile picture and a sniper next to his name. That's killer. What's good, Smith? What's good? But yeah, that's the music. So if you like it, there's that. One more announcement as well. One more announcement. I forgot this last week, actually. I forgot to mention this. Oh, great. So Amazon gave me a window of 1:15 to 5:15. Oh, that's great. A 4-hour window. I definitely appreciate that. But look, check this out, guys. I'm a huge fan of John C. Maxwell. Okay, John C. Maxwell, I think, is a legend when it comes to leadership. Okay, Naruto, welcome to tier 2 membership. Glad to have you. Welcome to the community. here it is. Okay, this book comes out today, guys. Today, I'm getting it. I pre-ordered it a few days ago on the 24th. You can see that there. But look at this, man. The 16 undeniable laws of communication. Apply them and make the most of your message. 320 pages. I'll probably finish that by the end of the week. I'm super excited to grab this. Learn how to speak from conviction, prepare your content and yourself for speaking, find and use your personal and communication strengths, focus on your audience and connect, tell better stories, read the room and create energy and anticipation, add value to people, inspire people to take action. So I'm like, damn, man. I mean, I'm excited, dude. I cannot wait for that to come in. You know what I mean? John C. Maxwell, absolute legend. Legend. I have like 30 books, 25 or 30 books of his. You know, how to this, the 17 that, the 21 this. I mean, you know, is blessed. The Alex, I don't know if I said that right. The link is also in the YouTube description. There's a link directly to the Amazon website. It's called the 16 Undeniable Laws of Communication by John Maxwell. So if you want to support the stream at no extra cost to you, you can order this book through the link, or you can order something else. But if you click that link and order anything within a 24-hour time period, I will receive a commission. So it's not a lot, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to get rich doing that, but it just helps support the stream. It helps support the emails that I do every Wednesday. And that's it. So it doesn't cost you anything, but I get a small piece. You know what I mean? I get a little crumb. I get a little crumb, which is cool. Which is cool. Late for the show, but ready to go. You're not missing anything, man. Today's been chop. Today's been dirt. You guys want me to look at Euro? I keep forgetting to do that. We can do that. How long do you read every day? I budget an hour every evening, but maybe I just read slow. I don't be killing these books the way you do. LOL. That's one of the more common questions I get about books, man. I don't read every single day. Okay? I don't read every single day. I would like to, but sometimes I watch Netflix, I get lost in the sauce, I get caught up with a good show, and I, you know, put the books down a little bit, and that's that. But you know, you just got to read something that you like, and you'll do okay. What the Euro USD? What is this nonsense, bro? What is this dirt? This is dirt. The dollar index. Oh, there it is. Sorry. We had a gap on the dollar index, and then we have these equal highs as well. I thought, like, okay, well, we may gravitate up there. And then we didn't. It's like, okay, well, what did we do? Well, we traded lower. There's a low from the 24th, same day I bought Maxwell's book. And we're under that low, but we haven't done anything. We haven't done anything. We hit this imbalance too. You know what I mean? We spent a lot of time there. This is dirt. Dollar index on a 5-minute time frame over here. I think you guys can see that, right? Yeah, right up here. This is dirt. I can't do anything with this. So, you know, invert that over to the euro. Okay. The dollar's not really doing all that much. You can see the euro has some highs here. The 23rd or 24th, excuse me. Okay. Friday, the 24th. Okay. So, we're above that, but we haven't done anything. We haven't done anything. What is this? Oh my God. This is Chop Nation. You know, if this were a cooking show, it's just Chop Nation, man. That's all it is. It's been stuck in a very small range all day. I mean, it had a little bit of a range. So London to where we are now, or the high, I guess. Not even 40 pips on the upside. So it's just been in a very tight range. And this is nasty. I would walk away. If I only traded euro, I'd walk away and go read. I'd go read, because this is not good. This is not good. If anything, British pound had a little bit more to offer. Nice. Let me see. On Tuesday. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, today is Tuesday. All right. Let me see. So today's London was here. Is that right? Am I reading that right? So London's open is there for British pound. We dropped, rallied, dropped, came back into this imbalance this morning. I was up at the time, but I was not looking at British pound. It had a fairly significant movement to the upside. 40-point move there. I mean, that's okay. It's way better than euro. Euro hasn't, I mean, similar movements, but just not a lot in pips. So you got to remember, you got spread and or commissions. I mean, yuck. Not looking good. So I'll look at it, you know, I'll look at euro, but today's is probably not a very just not a solid day, in my opinion. You know, other people out there might have a different opinion. It might be, oh, today was clean, or I caught this and that. Hey, look, more power to you, man. But personally, I think today is doo-doo. Doo-doo. You know what I mean? Can't be as bad as USD CAD. Look at that. Coming with the bars and the facts in one sentence. I know you did that on purpose. What's good, Vadu? What's good, man? What is good? I feel like we got a few more people on here than normal, which is pretty cool. We had 2 brand new tier 2 members today, so that's great. It's always nice to see the community grow together. Euro GBP cross pair, yuck. I wouldn't be surprised if that was lower. Kinda. Well, it did rally, drop, and then rallied, created some highs here, but just be careful with that, man. So if you are under the impression that Euro GBP would trade there, yeah, see, look at that. We dropped lower during London, or at the start of London. Excuse me, prior to the start of London, we dropped for yesterday's low. Then we rallied for a intraday high yesterday, and I think yesterday's high as well, or at least Sunday's high. And we're back in the middle of the range again. So I wouldn't do anything with this. But if you feel like the next session or tomorrow may trade up to 88.08, nice, then that would signify that euro is stronger than British pound. So then it would depend on what the dollar is doing, and what you would want to do is either long euro or short British pound, given whatever the dollar is going to do. Smash the like. You guys can smash the like button if you want to. I mean, I would appreciate that, but I don't think we're going to do anything today. We'll probably just keep it short and simple today. It's been gross, man. That's all I'm saying. Today's just been not very fun to watch. There's been some movements. Like, I watched it drift to these lows here, like in the afternoon, because 12 is here. I'm like, okay, well, what are we going to do? You know, and then so we drift lower. I'm like, okay, well, 39.89 maybe. And then I personally did not see an entry in here. I didn't see anything in this that made me want to short. I mean, maybe you did, but I'm looking at this, bro, and I'm looking at it like, what is this? What is this nonsense? Nothing is super significant in here. There's no imbalance. It's obvious. There's nothing to me there is obvious. And then all of a sudden at 12:32, that's when it takes off to the downside. Like, okay, well, I couldn't do anything with that. Couldn't do anything with that. Silver was beautiful today. I looked at the metals. I didn't find anything over there either. Oh, look at that. Look at that. London, we take yesterday's low for the silver market, whereas gold did not do that. Did you see that? So gold is higher there, whereas silver is lower. So looks like silver ran some stops, ran significantly higher, and then retraced. So that's one thing that I really don't care for either. Is, I mean, you do have this, and I mean, and this is really hindsight. I mean, I looked at it today, but I didn't really do anything with that. It was at 9. I don't even think I looked at it until after 9 o'clock anyway. The problem with stuff like this for me is how we take a high and then come back into this mitigation. So to me, it's like, well, damn. You know, now I'm expecting either a second rally, which to me, you know, is lower probability for me. I would have rather seen this mitigation traded into prior to this high being taken. You know what I mean? So I would have missed that. Even if I saw it, I would have not traded that. Gold, on the other hand, since that was the one under accumulation, you may have been able to get in on a small pullback, maybe, but you would have to have been very careful. Like this high being broken there, I mean, it retraced a little bit and then ran, and like, I mean, that is tradable, but 555, I'm not up, man. I wasn't up. And yeah, so, you know, sure, there was opportunity. 1 hour imbalance there at 9, which was okay, but overall, with everything today, if I could go back, I would have skipped today. I would have said, all right, today's going to be ugly, and I'm just going to go do something else. Like Reed. Thoughts on Ripple? I have no idea. I have no idea. I was going to buy some at like 30 cents, 35 cents. And it sat there for a really long time. And I don't really care for that. So, you know, sitting in consolidation for 6 months, 8 months, I'm just not a fan of that. And, you know, with crypto, man, some of these coins, you know, you can stay in drawdown for a long time, or you could even just, you know, be in one of those coins that just drifts lower and lower, right? Oh, hodl gang, you know, diamond hands, blah blah blah, and then you're 70% in drawdown, 40% in drawdown. Like, I'm just not with those kind of vibes, you know. I want to see if we can get back into that imbalance right there. You see that gap? So I mean, we'll probably trade into that, coming off of yesterday's low. I think, let me verify that. Let me verify that. Oh no, I'm lying. Yesterday's low is way up there at 97, right? Yeah. I would be curious to see if we get that. But if there is any day that I've ever told you guys that I'm not confident, like today is definitely one of those days. Like, I would take the day, make it productive, and make the most of it. You know, the last hour of trading usually presents some good opportunities, but I look at it like this: the last hour is kind of a double whammy, because let's say you trade the morning session and you take a loss. Okay, well, you've got the afternoon to potentially get it back, right? Not to revenge, but just to see if there's an opportunity you could try and get your loss back, right? That last hour, you're going into the close of the day either with a win, which is great, or you end the day with a loss at the last, you know, at the last bit of trading. And sometimes that can be discouraging. It's like, damn, we waited all day and then we took a loss right before the close. Like, you know, it can make you upset if you let it, of course, as the Stoics would say. But it's, you know, it can either be a good thing or a bad thing. Because personally, I don't really care for taking a loss right before the close, because now you can't get it back. So now you know that the day is a loss, done. There's no chance of getting it back. You got to wait till tomorrow. And sometimes that can just be nerve-wracking. So that's, you know, risk is involved, man. Risk is involved. Now, if you're paper trading, okay, whatever. But if you're paper trading, at least you want to treat it like it's an account, like it's live money. You don't want to create bad habits for yourself, you know? Does that make sense? Let me put this tab back over here. But what about you guys? Did y'all trade anything today? Did you guys do anything? Okay. So the NASDAQ today was definitely weak. And that's our morning's low. We have came off of that pretty decently. We gave the old whoop-de-whoop right here. You know what I mean? Oh, well, the higher time frames don't make it look all that great. That'll make it look good. But that's usually what I'm watching. Like, if I'm looking for a reversal, then it's usually okay when we get to that low, and this is in my journal too. It's like, all right, if we get to that low, how do we respond? And I usually put a question mark there. And so right now we've rallied off of that a little bit, but it doesn't really scream buying opportunity. It just kind of screams, don't trade me. Don't trade me. Because you know, let's just assume for a second that we are taking stops from the morning. Okay, well then what's the play there? Because the 5 minute doesn't have any imbalance in here. The 1 minute, I guess. I mean, there's 2 down candles here. Right there, right there. But again, I'm just not convinced, man. Now, if we had, let's say, a mitigation, and then we also had like equal highs here, or even like a high and a slightly lower high, oh yeah, I'd probably go, okay, entry, stop, target up here if we can frame a 1 to 3. You know what I mean? Like, and I do that. But given what we've done, how you have some higher highs there, and the reaction from that low just isn't convincing. So those are my thoughts, man. Those are my thoughts. And I'm not always gonna have ideas to come in here and press buttons. I mean, if I wanted to risk it, sure, but maybe with a paper account, but I'm not taking that on any of my other accounts. Haven't pressed the button yet. Shorted S&P during London. Oh, nice. Are you still in that? Are you still in that S&P short? Still there with the same partial? Oh, I just read that. LOL. Nice. Very nice. Australian dollar London session. And trader Sean caught a sell on the NASDAQ. Oh, that's nice. The NASDAQ definitely took a nosedive today. Definitely took a nosedive. The S&P could sell off until the 4-hour institutional candle open from Moanda. Well, I don't really care for 4-hour charts. That's my least favorite. That's why I don't look at them. 30 minutes, same thing. I put the 30 minute down like 5 years ago. I was like, I'm sick of this time frame. Never found it useful. The 30 minute, I just never found a 30 minute useful. But price is fractal, John. It doesn't make sense. Don't discriminate time frames. Let me tell you something. You could take a 30 minute time frame, right? Okay, well, that's 2 15-minute candles, or 6 5-minute candles. You know what I mean? So I can fine tune an area, like an imbalance or whatever, within that. You know, so I'm usually going to go down to the smaller time frames anyway, so I might as well just jump from the 1 hour to the 15-minute. I don't, I'm not going to sit here and try and go through every single time frame. I mean, dude, we'd get what is it, like epilepsy or some shit? Like we just, our charts would constantly be changing and changing, and we just, it wouldn't be good. Like switching charts all the time. Like, that's what I don't like about some people. Like, some people, they'll come in here and quickly change time frames and warp the chart and go, yeah, we have this, and then you go here and that, and it's like they move around a lot, and I'm going, fuck, man, I can't even keep up with what you're talking about. So that's why, like, I try to keep it on 1 or 2 time frames so you guys can see and kind of get an overall picture, and I'm not trying to like give you a whipsaw, you know. Triple screen was the solution for me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alexander Elder. Triple screen. Now sometimes I have dual, but 3 is usually pretty good. And it's hard for me to have 3 with the camera too, because my camera's here. The webcam at least is right here. So for me, it's like that higher time frame would be divided down in this area. So for you guys, I just keep it at 2, and that's it. Yeah, so again, I'd be curious to see where we close at the end of the day. Given that daily gap from trading view, I feel like there's gonna be like a end of the day swing into the close. You know what I mean? Like people have been short, or the market has been, let's say, selling off, right? You've got 8:30 here, so it's like open, rally, drop, rally, drop. You know what I mean? So if there's going to be potentially short covering, you know, into a daily gap, last hour, they don't want to hold over the, or I was going to say over the weekend, but it's not Friday. They don't want to hold overnight, you know, then to me, it would just make logical sense for us to come off of that and maybe back into the 39.90s. I mean, that's just the idea. That's just the idea. But we haven't really done a lot since the stream started. We started at 1. So we've barely rallied like 5 points. 6 points. At least as of right now. So nothing too crazy yet. But just keep in mind that gap up there at 39.90 and a half. Just keep that in mind. Okay. And why can we not see the item? Oh, there we go. Okay. I mean, it's the same on both, but the S&P wasn't displaying up here. How many monitors do I use? 2. And you're welcome, Nick. It's a good, pretty good session. I mean, it's short. It's like a 5 or 6 minute video. It's just how to set it up. You know, how to set up the triple screen. I did put out a video recently. I think it's called, "Are You Tired of Getting Stopped Out?" And the triple screen was one of the solutions, you know, to traders who are getting tripped up on those super small time frames. Because you're going, oh, wait a minute, the 1 minute's bullish, but the 5 minute is bearish, or 15 minutes bearish. So, you know, it's lower probability, and then it hopefully prevents you from taking a bad trade. You know? I mean, hopefully. We'll still take probably a bad trade here and there. You know, it's how it is. You take losses, but hopefully you just take a less number of bad trades. That's kind of the goal there. So if you can't win as much, at least try to lose less often. You know? So there's 39.90 and a quarter. There's 39.90 and a half. So that's pretty cool. So that's pretty cool. What's good? Price action trading. It's good. So, you know, again, looking at this, you know, did we look for 39.90 and a half? I mean, we did, but Where was the long on that? Where was the long on that? I mean, even the 2 minute doesn't look good. Looks gross. I mean, it looks not gravy. And the 15 seconds kind of choppy as well, but let me go back to the NASDAQ for just a minute. Well, I guess those down candles did support price. I guess they did. Oh, you know what? There is a small imbalance there too. Right there. They came back into twice. Look at that shit. Look at that. All right. So let's come back to the 5 minute for a minute. So if we really take off, if we really start to take off, 4,010 may be on the table. Then I can brag on Twitter again. But to be fair, I did mention on Twitter that I was not confident yet. I think that was down in here. I was like 4,010, but nothing's clear. And then, you know, of course we rally and then we dump, you know? So again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, like 45 minutes ago, if we're going to get there, we would need some very strong emphasis. And we did leave this area fairly strongly. So we'll see how it goes. Man, that 1 hour close is just not good. It's not good. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? You're in profit 1 to 2. What does that mean? 1 to 2, like 1 to 2 risk reward. Like if you risk 1, you're up 2 right now. You know what? This was the NASDAQ imbalance that I wanted earlier before we ran these lows. I mean, we obviously are above that, but initially I was watching this earlier. We had slammed down. I'm like, okay, if we come back up into that, I'll short that down to these lows. But then we just swept the lows. I'm like, okay, well, great. Now I can't do anything with that. The Dow coming off the same lows that the other indices did, but it ain't looking too gravy. Where's the there it is. There it is. I was waiting for that. Small imbalance right there. So we'll see if price is able to get through that. And the S&P. Same thing. Only that 5 minute is just a little bit different. Slightly different. So yeah, we would need 19 points in the next hour and 15 minutes if we would get 4,010. So I guess we'll see. Other than that, I don't have anything else for you. Other than that announcement, John Maxwell's book, 16 Undeniable Laws of Communication, comes out today. That we have memberships now available, tier 1 and tier 2 memberships. Okay. If you click the join button, the tier 2 members will get access to a lot more stuff than tier 1. You can do whatever you want to do. But, you know, community tab can be membership only, streams, chat, can be membership only, videos can be membership only. So just, you know, be mindful of that. So you're going to get a lot more value with a tier 2 membership than you would with no membership or with the tier 1. But with the tier 1, I do believe that you still get the sniper. So that's what you want. It's there. Okay. Do you think the documentary that I don't even know how to say that, did on gold mafia could affect the gold market? I don't think so. I don't think so. The gold market is largely influenced by seasonal patterns on a larger time frame, but on an intraday basis it's very manipulated. And the only way, in my opinion, to control price on a longer term basis like that is, you know, seasonal patterns. That's why you think about Christmas and Valentine's Day and all that, you know, that's why the metals move around those time periods. I mean, at least that's how I think of it, you know. But as far as like someone trying to manipulate gold, I don't think so. I don't think so. I guess the question now becomes, if the dollar loses its value, does metals go up? That may be a question. So, but no, I don't think what you're talking about could do that. Can't pin the message. Okay, guess I'll pin that one. Message failed to pin. Okay, thank you, YouTube. Appreciate that. I don't get that. I do not get that. All right, whatever. I guess we're not pinning a message today. Let me I just realized both those are the same time frame. Let's keep that 1 minute on here. Kind of watch both the 5 and the 1 minute just to see what we do. But yeah, I'll go ahead and cut it here, guys. There's no reason for us to be here longer than we need to be. Let me leave you with this. I shared this on Twitter already. I shared this on my Instagram story. And wanted to share it here real quick too. If you guys have a copy of Meditations, okay? Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, on page 18. In paragraph 5, he tells himself, concentrate every minute like a Roman, like a man, on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness, tenderly, willingly, with justice, and on freeing yourself from all other distractions. Yes, you can, if you do everything as if it were the last thing you were doing in your life, and stop being aimless, stop letting your emotions override what your mind tells you, stop being hypocritical, self-centered, irritable. So, in other words, concentrate on what you got to do. Don't be aimless. Follow your plan, whatever your plan is. If your plan is not to trade, don't trade. If your plan is to trade, then do what you got to do. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you guys haven't read Meditations, grab a copy. It's like $7.99 on Amazon. Okay, and is super good. And I'll probably get the Ryan Holiday actually has a version, a premium leather edition on the Daily Stoic website, so I'll probably pick that up pretty soon. But that's what I'm gonna leave you guys with. Be blessed, and I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place, right here on YouTube.